This was an instigated terrorist plot designed to cause upheaval in Israel and cause upheaval in Israel's relationships with other Western countries. That's what it was. However, the attack happened at a time when Netanyahu was already unpopular among Israelis. So a lot of the reason that the overreaction has been so predictable is because Netanyahu was looking for a reason to highlight an outside enemy, because inside Israel, he was wildly unpopular. He's going through his own legal battles for corruption. You had conflict going on in the West Bank,
he was still elected, so obviously he's powerful enough to get elected, or popular enough to get elected, right?
So yeah, I mean, you can say that, but at the same time, we've got people who are popular enough to get elected in the United States too, and they're still unpopular.
Yeah,
51% is all it takes to be elected, and in a place like Israel, he was only reelected within the last few months after they had gone through two other prime ministers who had all had less than 1 year stints in office.
So what should they have done? Just sat on their hands and said, we're not going to take the bait, even if you slaughter like 1,400 people in the most gruesome manner. We're just going to realize that you're trying to bait us, and we're going to be really stoic. I mean, even though I know you didn't want to compare to 9/11, but the U.S. did a terrible job of not overreacting to 9/11 all the way into Afghanistan, all the way into Iraq. So obviously, big nations do that all the time, right?
The United States absolutely overreacted to 9/11 also.
Yeah.
Think about that. I mean, how did anybody feel when we left Afghanistan in 2020-30? Nobody was happy with that decision, right? That's what the exact same thing happened. The United States was baited into carrying out war crimes in Iraq and Afghanistan. And that's exactly what we did. And then now you have the UN saying that Israel is carrying out war crimes in Gaza. That is exactly what we were baited into. What could they have done? They could have done exactly what Biden told them to do, right? Biden was like, don't overreact. Use your special forces, use your intelligence infrastructure, use your advanced weapons and your advanced technology, and ferret out the specific threat, rescue your hostages, neutralize key leaders, and cause some kind of disruptive effect in return. Do not turn this into an international tragedy that makes Israel look bad. That was the advice they were given by Western countries immediately after October 7th. But that's not what they chose to do.